Hey guys, Dusty back here with Blind-Droid Tech, and in today's video we're doing a walkthrough of some of the Google TalkBack settings that you can choose from and kind of go through them for you. So, without further ado,
text-to-speech settings, TalkBack settings,
alright, so
speech volume 50% of media volume in list 30 items.
You got speech volume. You can have it to where it's the same as your media volume, your music, your videos, all that. Or you can have it set to 75%, 50%, 25%.
Text-to-speech settings.
Then you can go in and do your text-to-speech settings. That's pretty much where you can just change your voice. Won't go into that right now unless you guys comment wanting to see what voices they've got.
Verbosity.
And then if you go into verbosity,
keyboard echo, always speak typed keys in list 11 items.
This is where you can choose whether or not you want it to speak your typed keys. I mean, it'd be wiser to do that so you know what you're typing, but that's completely up to you.
Speak usage hints. Usage hints are not spoken when moving accessibility focus off switch.
So you can choose whether or not you want it to display or speak your usage hints, double tap to activate, double tap and hold to long press.
Speak list and grid information. List and grid information is spoken on switch. Speak element type. Element type is spoken for focused items on switch. Speak phonetic letters. Phonetic letters are spoken when long pressing on the keyboard and moving the accessibility focus by a character on switch. Use pitch changes. Speak keyboard feedback in a lower pitched voice on switch. Speak when screen is off. No speech occurs when the screen is off.
So you can choose whether to have that off so it doesn't talk while your screen is off, or
use pitch change. Speak when screen is off. Notifications are spoken when the screen is off on switch.
Or you can have it set to read your notifications even if your screen's locked.
Use pitch changes. Speak when screen is off. No speech. Element description. Item description order, state, name, type.
So you can have it set to different types.
Element, item description order.
What do we got here?
Checked, state, name, type, inlet, type, name, state. Name, type, state.
So I usually have it on this. I just reset my phone, so that's why it's back to default.
Element description, in list 11 items.
Okay, so that's all for verbosity.
Other feedback, in list 30. Shake to start continuous reading. Verbosity. Use proximity sensor. Proximity sensor silences speech. Switch on.
Sorry about that, guys. So this lets you choose whether or not you want, there's a proximity sensor that will, if it's covered like in your pocket, it won't speak on its own.
Shake to start continuous reading. Disabled.
Can choose whether or not you want to shake your phone and it'll start reading.
Other feedback. Vibration feedback, switch off. Sound feedback, switch. Focus speech audio, decrease other audio volume while speaking, switch off.
Can choose whether or not you want the accessibility voice to take priority over watching videos or playing music or listening to an audiobook, whatever.
Sound volume, 50% of media volume, disabled. Touch exploration. Explore by touch, switch on.
And this is what allows you to move your finger along the screen and see what your finger is on.
Automatically scroll lists, switch on. Single tap activation, experimental, tap on currently focused item to activate, switch off.
I have that off. I mean, it's been an experimental state for quite a while, so I'm not quite sure what you're doing with that, TalkBack developers. But you could choose whether or not you wanted to do that automatic or do that with one tap.
Show context menu as list, switch on.
Context menu is going to be kind of like on iPhone where you twist with two fingers to be able to change. They call it, I think, the rotor.
Launch TalkBack tutorial.
And then this is where you can go in detail on how to do certain things with TalkBack.
Gestures.
This is what I have enabled. This is nice.
Swipe down. Next navigation setting. In list 21 items.
So navigation setting is headings, headings and landmarks, controls, links, characters, words, lines, paragraphs.
Swipe left. Previous item. Swipe right. Next item. Swipe up then down. Focus first item on screen. Swipe down then up, focus last item on screen. Swipe left then right, scroll back. Swipe right then left, scroll forward.
Now, all of these gestures that are complex gestures are same movement, or like you don't lift your finger off of the screen. So if it says left then right, you go left, keep your finger on the screen, and then go back right.
Swipe up then right, open local context menu.
So swipe up then right. There's your
default local context menu.
there's
out
your
of list.
local context menu, and right now it's just showing my navigation.
Default in list 5 item characters, words, lines, paragraphs.
So those are all your available navigation types in this area.
Swipe up then right.
And
swipe down
then-
then up, focus. Swipe right next. Swipe up. Swipe up then right. Open local context menu. Swipe up then left. Home button.
Swipe up, left, and now it's on the home
Settings.
screen.
Home button.
And then if I go, whoops, my bad, guys. All right,
Text to speech settings. Pause feedback. Talkback set.
all right.
Dim screen when talkback is enabled. Talkback suspend and resume. Custom
All
gestures.
right, so gestures.
Swipe left then right. Scroll back. Swipe right then left. Swipe up then right. Open. Swipe up then left. Home button. Swipe down then right. Open global context menu.
Down then right, that's what I did to bring up your global
Read from
context
top.
menu.
Global context
Now,
menu. Out of
I'm not
list.
sure why it's not doing it on the screen recorder, but normally when you do any of these gestures, it'll actually tell you, global context menu, local context menu, home.
Read from top in list 9 items.
So this is where you can choose to read from top,
Read from next item.
read from the very next item from where it's focused right now.
Repeat last utterance. Spell last utterance. Copy last utterance to clipboard. Pause feedback.
Can choose to pause your
Pause feedback.
pause your feedback.
Talkback settings. Text to speech settings. Dim screen. Cancel button. Dim screen.
And then
in
you've
list
got
9
a
items.
quick shortcut to dimming your screen if you want to do
Cancel
so.
button. Swipe down then swipe down then up, focus last item on screen. Swipe up,
Okay.
swipe down then right, open global swipe down then left, back button.
Then my down and then left. Now with all of these where it says down then right, down then left, you're doing an L shape. So you're doing the first one long. So like when you're going down then right to do the global context menu, it's down and then a quick left, or down and then a quick right. And then again, all of these gestures are, your finger has to stay touching the screen through the entire movement. You cannot lift it at all or else it won't work.
Swipe right then down, open notifications. Swipe right then up, unassigned. Swipe left then down, unassigned. Swipe left then up, overview button. Experimental, tap on side of device. Single side tap, unassigned. Double side tap, unassigned. Tap detector sensitivity, medium. Out of list.
So you got some pretty cool gestures here.
Open, dim,
All
gestures. Custom labels.
And then custom labels, this is where you can go in.
Import custom labels button. Manage custom labels. Import custom labels. Export custom label. Revert imported labels button. There are currently no custom labels. You can create one by navigating to an unlabeled image and revert.
All right.
Import custom labels
So I
button.
can kind of show you from here.
Drive in SD card 32. Drive till Johnson 625.
Drive.
My start row 2. My drive row 1. Shared with me column 2. My drive.
My drive.
APK row 1. Automatic conversation. Donovan dress disabled. Disabled row 6. Disabled row 7.
Alright.
Talkback underscore custom underscore labels underscore student bulletin 20 talkback underscore custom underscore labels underscore 03172017.tbl March 17th row student bulletin 2016 resume and cover talkback underscore student commit to excel talkback labels johnson.tbl May 18th column 2.
There we go.
Choose import custom labels. Choose whether you want to override or skip existing label. Override button.
Okay.
Export custom labels, but import custom label. Export, revert imported label. Talkback, AZ screen recorder, 1, in list. Talkback, com.i4 pro.activtv, 2. Talkback, Mobdro, 1. talkback.com.mxtech.videoplayer. talkback.com.ncconsulting.skipfetishes_android 1. Talkback Terrarium TV 1. talkback.com.zumper.rentals 1. talkback.stefanpleadle.localcast 2. talkback id.tolalib.fvd 1. talkback lift 1. talkback zedge 2. Out of list.
So it'll tell you what labels you have
Custom
for what
labels
apps.
in list talkback suspend and resume shortcut. Long press volume up and down keys. Switch on. Keyboard short. Talkback suspend and resume shortcut. Long press volume up and down keys. Switch on. Dim screen when talkback is enabled. Switch off. Dim screen shortcut. Press both volume keys 3 times quickly to enable or disable screen dimming. Switch on. Resume from suspend when lock screen is shown.
And then this you can choose whether you want it to.
When screen turns on in list 3, I resume from suspend out of list. When screen turns on in list 3, when lock screen is shown, checked. From notification only. Cancel button out. Cancel.
Oh,
Cancel
my bad.
button.
My bad, guys.
Dim screen shortcut. Press both volume keys 3 times quickly to enable or disable screen dimming. Switch on in list 30.
So I have that on.
Settings.
So what that means is you hold 2 fingers, or 1 finger on each volume key, and you got to do it quick in succession. So 1, 2, 3, and then now
Resume
the
from
screen's
suspend
dimmed.
when locked. Dim screen when
And I'll
talkback is
show you
enabled.
because
Switch
it
on.
didn't say it. Like I said, on your own phone it'll say it when it is dimmed and when it's undimmed, or when you dim it and then when you undim it. For some reason it's not doing it with the screen recorder on. And then 1, 2, 3, boom, and now it's back on.
Talkback suspend and resume shortcut. Dim screen when talkback is enabled. Dim screen shortcut. Resume from suspend when lock screen is shown. Open talkback at the Play Store. Current talkback version
And then you can have
5.2.1.6.
Open Play Store, open the TalkBack application in the Play Store.
Developer settings. Help and feedback.
Now
Developer
this
settings.
you don't really need to worry about. This is for, I think, while the TalkBack developers are designing it or updating it.
Display speech output. Switch off.
See, they can see what's being spoken.
Enable node tree debugging. Switch off. Enable performance statistics. Switch off. Filter accessibility event logging. 0 events select. Out of list.
Yep, so that's stuff you don't really have to worry
Open
about.
talkback at the Play Store. Developer help and feedback. Privacy policy. Terms of service. Out of list. Privacy help and feedback.
And then here you can
Select to speak. Pop select to speak. Help. Search help. More options button. Popular. Select to speak. About switch access for Android. Update Android accessibility apps. Basic Android and talkback settings. Text to speech output. Browse all articles. Send feedback.
and then that's where you can, it opens up an email from you, from whatever email account you use, and then it'll let you compose a message to the TalkBack developers.
Open talkback at the Play Store. Current talkback version.
So guys, that was a quick rundown, not so much quick, but that was as quick as I could do run through of all the TalkBack settings that are available. If you want, I can do a separate video on the text-to-speech settings, but for that, it's really just your speech rate, and then your pitch. Sorry, I was blanking on that word for some reason. And then you can choose to install different choose a different voice. You can choose a different language. They've got English India, English United Kingdom, English United States. And I believe that's it. So, hope you guys enjoyed this walkthrough, just kind of demonstrating all the different features that you can turn on or off and customize TalkBack to your liking. It's not just turn on and done. You can customize it. It's highly customizable for how you want your screen reader to work. So again, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up on the video. Share it if anybody else is getting into TalkBack and needs some assistance on maybe what some of the settings mean, how to get to it. And until next time, guys, this has been Dusty with Blind-Droid Tech. See you in the next one.